pickup experience was phenomenally awesome, to put it mildly.
This was like one of those once-in-a-lifetime things, right? I didn't want to just take my device and leave. I want to like go through and experience the whole thing.
Right after I got out of the base camp, I started messing around with the camera just a little bit, but I really was just wearing it to see if anybody would notice.
When glass was still really new, we took turns wearing it all over New York City, and it was like being a movie star. People would stop us in stores, double-decker tour buses would go by, and everybody would take a picture.
I was in Indianapolis for a convention, and I was at the hotel, and the woman that was behind the desk was just super excited by them. She's like, "Oh, I know what those are." So usually the first thing I say is, "Yeah, do you want to try it on?"
I'm firmly in the camp where I will let you try it on unless you look like you're about to run away with it. I tell them, honestly what I use it for, what things I like about it. I have those conversations everywhere.
This becomes a vehicle to engage with people who are interested in it. Hey, you got glass. It's a window into a future that we're on the edge of. Who knows where we're going, I don't know. But it's another tool for engagement for people that's cool.
I'm very flattered that I'm one of the first users. I got mine on the day they first released, which was like May 29th of last year. It's great for daily use in my studio. Hands-free is kind of an excellent thing to have when you're elbows deep into a 3D printer. I can't stress more how the voice activation of a photo that you can point with your face while you're, doing something, working with your hands as an artist. That's revolutionary.
To put it on for the first time and not have my vision blocked and just see that it was crystal clear, and found myself naturally taking more photographs and more video with glass just because it's on my face, it's there, it's kind of the easiest thing.
As a teacher, I've been fascinated with incorporating technology into my teaching. I love it. I see my students love it.
First day I got glass, I made a small video of applications. One of them was to give CPR. You say, okay, glass, CPR glass will save a life. Now the gyroscope or accelerometer starts telling you the compressions that you're doing at a particular time. I created CPR glass to give an example to the people and to the doctors about the potential of glass.
My dad does professional race car driving as like a hobby. He's a professional race car driving teacher. I went traveling with it in Europe. So I went to Barcelona, I went to Amsterdam. I had a dolphin while wearing them. The life of an artist is a strange one, so I thought I'd toss on the Google Glass any opportunity I had to do something. I was like, oh, I guess this is a weird thing. Maybe Google would like it.
Whenever there's an event for work that I'm covering and I'm using Google Glass, which I tend to do every event, I lend them out a lot. Like, celebrities will put them on at events and stuff, and they'll be like, wow, that's so cool.
You want to try them on?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah.
They're the new glasses, right?
I like doing reverse interviews.
Last year I got a chance to race in the World Masters Mountain Running Championships in the Czech Republic with glass for the first time, and just get to reach up, click it, and go. And I find myself taking it off and maybe taking a selfie with glass, or if I want to get a low angle shot and I don't want to have to get my chin down on the ground, I can just take it off, and take some pictures of my shoes or something like that. So I don't feel like it, even though it's natural to wear it in your face, I try to think beyond that and use it like I might use a normal camera.
I use Google Glass to stay in touch with my fiance who lives in Southern California. Having a long distance relationship is it's pretty difficult to maintain, but having something like Google Glass helps us just share these little moments with each other. That makes a big difference.
At Cal, I play Taiko. We're practicing for our showcases and stuff like that. I would just have it like on my head recording, because oftentimes we want to record ourselves to make sure we're getting certain things right and what it looks like to the audience. So I was using it in that sense.
The way that I convinced my wife to let me spend the money for this, or my now wife to spend the money for this, was involving it in our wedding. So we actually convinced our rabbi to wear it during the exchanging of rings and our vows.
Am I supposed to see these? Something through these? You see it? Okay. Yeah. Okay, just want to make sure we capture this.
I've used it mostly like to sort of be what I call the every fan. I'm behind the scenes the way that any fan would love to be, and I'm just kind of capturing the things, the kind of little fun moments that happen.
What does that look like? Can I put those on?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Really?
All right, do you have a free hand?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I can hold some.
Okay.
Make sure it's still working. Yeah, it's still working.
I'm in the future.
Google's blown open a space in terms of having wearable technology within your line of sight, shown by a variety of manufacturers trying to rush their own smart glasses to market. That market is only going to get bigger and more people are going to get involved in it. And so I think from that perspective, glass isn't going away.
Google was smart. They kind of set the bar and said, come catch up to us, people, you know, and we're going to have all this information and we're going to make it better and go from there, try and catch up to us, everybody else.